Right, guys, just give me a moment to just share this on my social media real quick. Right, guys, what's going on, everyone? This is your boy, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps this legally blind YouTuber remain motivated to continue making a variety of different types of videos in this channel, and through the YouTube algorithms really help this channel grow. Like, we'd really appreciate your support if you could help me get over the 600 mark as of this recording or this talking, this live streaming, whatever. Right, okay, so we're gonna play some more Code Veronica. Now, if you remember last time, we just stopped as Chris. Okay, that gives me how many? 6. Okay, that's a good number. Let's put the bow and arrows back. I'll try the shell. Oh, let's equip myself. Okay. I got the assault rifle because I want to kill I want to kill the wormy dude. Okay, so today let's talk about, or this time let's talk about the potential story that we might see in Resident Evil 9. Okay, now this is also based off a video that Urza Titania Wins, one of my good YouTube friends, released earlier today. It's where he goes on about what he read in the official RE9 synopsis. Okay, okay, so what? I'm too used to Fallout. I keep pressing L2. Right. So now you can read the synopsis. You can look it up, and you can look up Urza's video as well. Okay, so apparently what happens is the synopsis says something like, well, there's a dead body with a very unusual disease, and Grace, Captain Marvel, Brie Larson is sent back by Nick Fury to the Wrenwood Hotel. Okay. Oh Lord Almighty! Thank God it is not the Rexford Hotel, because the Rexford Hotel in the Rexford Hotel in what's that game called? Fallout 4. Yes, there is a Claire in it, and that Claire is a very old lady that works for Morawski. Okay, so okay. First, let's take care of this. Damn it! Yes, yes!
Hold on! Don't give up!
There's a very New York Canadian accent.
Looks like I can meet my family
Don't give up.
again. Here. Take this.
What?
She gave this to me as a token of thanks for saving her. I won't need it anymore. Take it.
Okay. Wait. Is it health? Is it health? Blue herb? You give me blue herb now? After the Nosferatu battle? Okay, so getting back to the discussion. Okay, so what happens is that apparently the synopsis says that, well, she's sent back to the scene of the crime. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, the scene of the crime where 8 years ago her mother died. However, they're gonna find out that some other shit happened. However, they're gonna find that something else happened, and this might be linked to the event in Raccoon City, the infamous event that started everything. Okay, and pretty much that's it. Okay. Okay, so immediately, right, and rightfully so, like, you know, Ursula says that, well, now you're basically compelling the narrative of the story. Everyone has to be there. Okay, if this is going to be the culmination of the Resident Evil, the Raccoon City saga, which basically is, you know, what has been touted as, right? How can you not have everyone present? Okay. On the other hand, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If that's what you're gonna do, what's gonna happen to Grace? Wait, why is Grace there again? Like, people, do you remember that, like, you know, everyone who watched Simpsons, do you remember that scene where Homer Simpson is asking, like, you know, for first Marge, why are you here? Okay, I'm here for so and so. Why are you know, why are the kids here? The kids are here because they can, you know, they can find grandpa to babysit. Why is grandpa here? Grandpa's here because he forgot his medication. Or why are your sisters here? Because, you know, a capital city or whatever is no place for unaccompanied women. Okay, then, you know, then why is Jasper here? You know, for so and so reason. Then why is, you know, Apu here? So and so reason. Why is, you know, Lionel Hutz there? So and so reason. This overcrowded car ride. Now this is, you know, the image I'm getting after. Okay, yeah. This is the image I'm getting after basically going through that trailer and, like, you know, deciphering what I had to decipher. Right. And I'm like, why? In such a crowded environment, why would you Jeez, Chris. You survived on Biohazard before this. You only came with 45 Beretta handgun. Oh, no, 45 Glock handguns, handgun bullets. That's all you came with. Listen, Claire got kidnapped. You didn't get kidnapped. You came here because Leon couldn't be bothered. I'm like, hey, there's your sister. Hey, Chris, there's your sister. Go save her. Okay, so but getting back to there, I'm like, it's like, why would you do this to, like, this is the worst time. The worst time to introduce a new character is when you're trying to tell the culmination of one of the biggest stories of your franchise, something that's been going on since 1998. I mean, to be generous, 1998, but you can actually like take it back to 1996. You're going to culminate that story and you're going to show Nick Fury and Captain Marvel, two people who have never been in a Resident Evil game before. You're going to open the trailer with them. Like, you're already setting her up for failure. Okay, with that being said, let's revisit. What? Okay. Okay, yeah. So, with that being said, okay, I'm gonna revisit this topics about who's gonna be, like, who's the most likely person to be in this story. Come to me, trust in me, just in me. Okay, these are smart zombies. Bro, one spit. Okay, I have to put a battery or something. Wait, can I dig up Steve's dad's grave or something? No. Okay. Okay, so now this is gonna be the culmination of wait, isn't this a door? You just can't step over and open the door, can you? Okay. Okay, so who's gonna be in this game? Okay, potential people. Like, I am not for the idea that everyone has to be in this game. Because no, not everyone has to be in this game. No, because like I said, if you listen, I'm gonna like go off on a tangent here, like, or I'm gonna think a little different here, because if you try to add more people, who don't belong, people who have nothing necessarily to contribute. Okay, in this game, if you're gonna add them, you know, just as a throwaway, just as fan service, it actually damages those characters even more. Because I'm like, okay, what are you getting out of this fan service? Like, why do they need to be there? Okay, I'll give you an example. Like, let's say Bruce McGivern. Why does he need to be there? Okay, Tank went somewhere. Where did Tank go? Can I get some? Okay. Okay, like I said, Bruce McGiver, Foul Lang, okay, R. Thompson, they have no reason to be there. Okay, however, wait, what? The tank came back. No. Okay. Now, if you... Okay. With that being said, let me reiterate. A person... Go back down, Chris. Okay. Okay. With that being said, right, like, you know... And, you know, people said that, you know, the Raccoon City some mentioned the Raccoon City survivors need to be there. Not necessarily. Just because they were in Raccoon City, it doesn't mean they have to be there just for closure or something like that. Okay. You have to think about who would, like, you have to think about who lost the most, you know, from the incident in Raccoon City. And this is why the first name that comes to... Wait, what's this? It's... The first person that comes to mind is Jill. Because Jill not only had to deal with the events of Resident Evil 1, okay, but also what you know, when Chris and Barry and everyone else... Oh, not Barry. When Chris basically went to Europe, right? Now, where in Europe, we don't know. Okay, obviously it was not in France, because Claire did not find is not in Paris, because Claire did not find Chris in Paris. Okay. Please be helped. Please be helped. Okay, so this narrows down, like, you know, people who have lost the most due to that incident in Raccoon City. This narrows it down to basically 3 people. Okay. Okay, those 3 people are basically Leon, Jill, and Chris. sorry, 4 people: Leon, Jill, Chris, and as I mentioned in my video yesterday, Sherry. Because I'm surprised that very few people, if any, are talking about Sherry. Because if you think about it, Sherry, like from the Raccoon City incident, right? The person who lost the most is Sherry. Her home, her school, her home, her parents, her friends, everyone got wiped out in a matter of no time. And she was a kid. She's like 12 years old. Hold on. Okay, see, game design. Instead of having a moth, okay, pooping all over Claire Redfield, okay, and having the blue herb station there, why not have it inside a save room? Okay, everybody, Code Veronica remake, yeah. Can you please suggest this? This is that drawer puzzle. Okay, so let's first start with, okay, so from these 4, right? Okay, wait, let me repeat again. Why Claire should not be in it? Okay. What was Claire's concern coming into Raccoon City? Claire's concern coming into Raccoon City was finding her brother. And Claire found her brother in a location outside of Raccoon. Huh? Wait, did someone just come in? Okay, Claire's concern coming into Raccoon City. Wait, what's this? Okay, Claire's concern coming into Raccoon City was the green was finding Chris, and Claire found Chris outside of Raccoon City. Now, given, yes, we all know that finding Chris led to a moment, like, also happened, also happened in a moment where basically she was mentally broken, and she could, and as far as we know, never recovered from the wound. Okay, so, but outside of this, practically thinking, yes, Claire met Sherry. Sherry didn't die. Claire was coming into Raccoon City from outside of Raccoon City. Okay, so clearly, at least for that moment during the time of Resident Evil 2, Claire did not reside in Raccoon City. Okay. So so this is what, and also Claire works for TerraSave. Hello. Wait, who's that? Hold on.
What's up?
Let me check. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Hold on. Oh, hey, buddy, how's it going, man? Not much, just playing as Chris and you know, talking about the potential story of Resident Evil 9, given the synopsis of Resident Evil 9 that we got. Okay, so basically, like, you know, based off the synopsis, we can basically rule out, like, you know, too much involvement from the Outbreak characters apart from Alyssa Ashcroft. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just try and solve this one.
Resident Evil 8 killed the series for me. Be right back, I have groceries to unload.
Sure thing, buddy. Alright, we'll wait until my friend unloads his groceries. All right, let's get back to the discussion. And my friend, you can just let me know when you come back, and I'll like, you know, start where I left off, or where we left off. Okay, so basically we established that, you know, like Claire, on top of everything I mentioned, Claire basically was for TerraSave. Okay, and working for TerraSave, like, it's an organization that provides supplemental support. Oh, battery pack. Start off. Okay, so we've basically ruled out Claire Redfield. Okay. However, there is a scenario where Claire's appearance would make sense. Okay, and I will get to that. I will get to that once I talk about a particular character. Okay. Open the door, you dumb.
Sir.
All right. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. Glad to have you back, my friend. Okay. So, make sure to hit that like. Make sure to hit that like button, my friend. Okay. So, like I said, narrowing it down.
So this is Code Veronica.
Yes, this is Code Veronica. Yes. This is the only Resident Evil game that I have. Okay, and I didn't think Resident Evil 8 was that bad. Like, they tried something different, and you know, they, to an extent, they succeeded. Okay, so Resident Evil 9, you're gonna have Grace. Okay, so I already established why Claire being there would not make sense story-wise. Okay, because
Chris
like
breaking into your house, taking your kid, shooting your wife, and showing up in the village.
well,
With no explanation.
look at it. Wasn't Ethan there to find his daughter? Yeah, it was. This is basically, you know, Resident Evil meets The Last of Us.
After Chris broke in.
Oh, Chris. Oh, okay. Okay. Now Chris was
With no
there.
explaining.
That's a good point you make, but like I have to go over the story of Resident Evil 8 again because I'll be very honest, I did. Okay, something happened somewhere. Okay, this happened. What key is this?
So I'm guessing this is Antarctica.
No. This is not Antarctica. This is. What the hell is this? There is a. Oh, whatever. Oh, document. Blah 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 blah.
I haven't played this in roughly 20 years.
Yeah, this is what do you call it? This is Rockford Island. Okay, which like I had to deduce this that it's somewhere near somewhere near South America. Hey, how's it going? I think someone just said hi.
There was a friendly but naive king who wed a very nasty queen.
Who is that?
The king
Yeah, she's
was
gorgeous.
loved, but
Yeah.
the queen was feared.
I got the hearts for her. Stupid Chris.
Till
Alexia?
one day
No.
stole
She's
in
already fully awake.
his court, and Harold pierced the kind
Oh, little fishy, come see my hook. Chris, I'm sending some company to
Okay,
keep
as
you
I mentioned before,
entertained.
in the original Resident Evil Code Veronica that
Consider
released on
this a
Dreamcast,
small welcoming gift from me.
Chris does not.
Enjoy.
Wesker does not say, "Oh, little pushy, come see my hook." Wesker actually says, "Chris, you're here," meaning that Wesker was not expecting Chris to be there. Okay. Give me stuff. Okay. So, Resident Evil 9. Okay. Why? Like, okay. For the most part, Claire should not be there, and just because, like, it's the Resident Evil, it's a Raccoon City story, doesn't mean that every survivor has to be there, to see the story come to an end. I'm like, see, because you're going to set the game up for a story that will not end up doing justice, will not basically give all the people enough camera time or enough story time. But then again, wait, come on. Okay, yeah. But then again,
I prefer the lack of them, because plot armor is not linked to the big narrative trope.
Wait. Plot armor. Hold on. Let me just read this comment.
I understand 4 and to an extent 5, but beyond that.
I prefer the lack of them because. Okay, I mean, but this is like hinted to be the culmination of the Resident Evil saga. So if you have that culmination of the the Raccoon City saga, you can't have that with no one around. Because imagine if Avengers Endgame happened with only Iron Man and Thanos. I'm like, wait, the Avengers universe affected everyone else too. But yeah, that being said, the Avengers Endgame, although it's one of my, perhaps my favorite movie that I've seen.
Yeah, but these guys were feeling like they're 5-0-S.
And yes, I'm going somewhere with that. Yeah. So okay, let's first start with Leon. Why Leon shouldn't be there? Okay, in terms of loss, or in terms of the impact of Raccoon City, yes, it affected Leon because like the whole thing with Raccoon City happened, and that was his place of work. But wait, what is this?
His first day.
Yeah, it was his first day of work and he was driving into Raccoon City. Just when okay, you know what? I'm gonna die soon anyways. Like, ink ribbon? You give it? Wait, if you give me an ink ribbon, that means there's a typewriter? Okay. So, okay. Leon was there for basically his first day of work and Raccoon City and everything. Okay. Why was Ada there? Ada was there to get the G virus for someone else. What the hell? Why is everything so... Why is everything so bright?
Can I share this channel with my friends?
Sure. Thanks a lot for the support, my friend. I'm trying to get past that 600 sub mark. Okay, so like I was saying, okay, Ada was there basically because she was working for someone else. Okay. I'm
It's
there.
fun to watch some games played and not play, you know.
No, I know. And I'm trying to play it as a blind person, so. What is this? Is that a door? Okay, you know what? Let's first deal with what I know. I'm gonna continue this discussion right after I escape this extremely bright room for no reason. Okay, so like the Leon, and on top of that, Leon worked for Stratcom. Okay, Ada. Huh?
I used to play Resident Evil Remake on GameCube on Invisible Zombie mode, so you have it twice as bad.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what the hell is going? Am I wait?
I'm obviously joking and I mean no disrespect.
You know what? I think they're acting like feral ghouls from Fallout that are standing in radiation and they're constantly, you know, gaining health. Okay, so Leon and Ada. Now, if Leon is gonna be there, they have
I
to.
don't remember this section. I remember it was difficult with the tyrant on a plane.
Okay. Oh, the tyrant on the plane. Listen, all you need is your grenade launcher, and you need 3 BOW gas rounds and 2 acid rounds. Just unload them as soon as you are able to, and then hit the button. That's it. It takes less than a minute. Okay. So, if Leon is gonna be there, okay, they have to factor in how, like, you know, why he is there, okay, and if he's still working for Stratcom, what business of Stratcom is he there for? Okay. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, okay. What business of Stratcom is he there for? And let's see what changed here. Okay, what business of Stratcom is he there for?
Luckily, Rob Jackson has entered the chat.
Hey, Rob, how you doing, buddy? Wait, why is he looking backwards?
Pretty good, brother.
Press Tommy. There used to be a once upon a time there's a box here. Okay. There's still an item box here. Okay, so we talked about why like it makes the least sense for Claire to be there. It makes the least sense for Leon to be there. Okay, now. Oh. Okay, so the next person is Jill. Okay. Jill, like, oh, sorry. No, we're doing this in order. Okay, the next person is actually... Okay, I have to go another way. Yep, I have to go another way. Okay, the next person to be there is Chris. Okay, because think about it. Okay, Chris was there since the Spencer Mansion incident. Okay, Chris was there when basically he was betrayed by Wesker. Chris was there when basically Claire was mentally broken. Okay, and like, you know, what should have been the happiest day of her life, where she finally reunited with her brother.
Still like 50 something.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay, so basically Chris, okay, he has been through everything, right? Okay, and he has been at it since almost more than 25 years. Okay. Oh, that's it? I died? Okay, I did. Okay. Okay, so basically Chris lost his family, no, his friends, almost lost his family, okay?
Yeah, I'm not saying he isn't an expert, but I doubt he can punch boulders.
No, listen, man, listen, at this point, it's Resident Evil logic, okay? If it were me, I would have broken Matt Hardy show up, okay, and throw Chris into the lake of reincarnation, okay, back to when he was like, 35 years old. I was like, Brother Redfield, I knew you'd come. Okay, so...
Brew emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Okay, so like I said, Chris lost everything. He lost peers, this whole thing happened with what do you call it? The whole thing. Oh, pick up that battery, you Old man?
He barely
Okay.
had a background.
Okay.
It's mostly the horror movie tropes.
Okay. Yes, I got there without a... You know what that
That
is?
scared the fuck out of me. The gameplay was amazing, at least for me. Remake is in my eyes the best Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's like, you know, a lot of people do say that as well. And like, I can see why, because see, Resident Evil 1, okay, it's okay, look at it, okay,
It's
look at the
probably
original
pinnacle of
Resident Evil
survival
1.
horror.
No, okay, look at the original Resident Evil 1. It felt like it felt like a one-off project, but a one-off project with a good starting and a good ending as well. Okay, Resident Evil 2, like, yeah, I mean, the rumor is that yes, they tried to be more Hollywood, and you could tell, holy crap, you could tell which movie they tried to
I agree,
copy.
it felt like a passion project.
No, I mean, I'm not saying Resident Evil 2 is bad. No, oh good lord, no. Resident Evil 2 is the first Resident Evil I played.
Yo, you know.
I mean, it didn't scare me. If you must know the Resident Evil...
Aliens.
If you must know the Resident Evil that scared me was Resident Evil 3.
I think it's like Alien. And Aliens.
Okay. So, okay, but getting back to the potential story of Resident Evil 9. Okay. Wait, no, you know what? Let's head out this way. Wait.
Those two movies are great, but not for the same reason.
You know what? I'll be completely
Sorry,
honest.
I didn't mean to detract.
No, you know, I'll be completely honest with you. I did not watch Aliens. I watched the first Alien movie. I watched the Alien movie that had that Prometheus. Yeah, Prometheus. And that's it. But I've heard very good things about the second Alien movie. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be a door? Oh, there. No, and from here,
Oh,
wasn't
if you
there?
watch Alien and Aliens, you will see the influence.
There's supposed to be a door on this side? Or is it blocked by rubble?
10 went to the Prometheus school of running away from things.
Wait. Okay, but getting back to Jill. Getting back to Chris. Okay, Chris basically dedicated his whole life to fighting
LOL,
this.
I understand that, when the ship is falling right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So, Chris basically dedicated his whole life to this, right? Okay, and wait a minute. If that way is blocked, how does it get in there? Okay. Can you wear something more colorful? You're not trying to sneak in. You're not. Okay. Okay, so, and like I said, a lot of it started with, trying to, trying to deframe or trying to spoil the name of Umbrella and whatnot, right? Wait a minute, wait. I'm trying to remember something. No, there's. Interesting. Okay. So. Okay, trying to spoil the name of Umbrella, or trying to bring Umbrella to justice and whatnot. Okay, so shut up. Okay, and stop. We don't want to see Wesker getting a boner. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let me just trigger this cutscene. Okay, so this now Raccoon City is being rebuilt again or whatever, and this is the moment where basically, it comes full circle with Chris. Okay, and okay, now given that yes, this is video game logic. Okay, let me take you back to a game called Metal Gear 4. Okay. Metal Gear 4, Snake was super, genetic modification or whatever. Snake was still super old. Okay, and he had to be, basically kept propped up by roids or medication and whatnot. Okay. Now, something along that lines can happen with Chris, but because see, Chris had a cameo in Resident Evil 7. Chris had a slightly bigger role in Resident Evil 8. Okay, if they're gonna make a Chris game, right, in Resident Evil 9, okay, and basically putting together what I said earlier in my earlier video, one of the legacy characters need to die. Okay, that legacy character could be Chris, and if either die or retire, if they end up killing Chris and Chris dies, right? At that moment, that's where Claire's presence would make sense.
And he's a genetic freak.
Okay, wait. Do you want me to do that? Okay, I'll do it. We see I come! We see Chris! He come from a highly educated university! So whenever he talks to this, Arklay Mountain white trash, and this Raccoon City white trash, and this Rockford Island white trash, and this Antarctica penguin white trash, and this West Africa white trash, he gotta dumb himself down! Okay, no, I'm not gonna. For all of you who didn't get it, it's a pro wrestling reference. Okay, and yeah, I'm just waiting for more.
MGS1, Gene MGS2, Mem MGS3 scene.
Yep. Okay, so, but like I was saying, if they have Chris, right? Wait, is this a takeable item? No.
I'm close to her 50S.
Yep.
I think they should let it go.
No, they need to conclude a story because, like I said, like I mentioned this in
Tell
a
some in between stories.
No, like I mentioned this in a comment, right? Now it's gotten to the point, okay? Now it's gotten to the point where you have a table filled with incomplete meals, okay? And the addition of grace is another meal that is served on this very crowded table, which is the Resident Evil plot. I'm like, how? Like, can you please finish one story? I mean, the only story they truly finished from the main roster is Ethan Winters, and this is why, like, as much as a lot of people don't like Ethan Winters, I'm like, you know what? At least they finished his story. Okay, but that being said, okay, so if Chris is here, he either needs to retire or die, and if they end up killing Chris,
This guy could have a real character arc.
yeah, if they end up killing Chris, okay, you know, obviously they need to execute it right. Wait, I first get the shotgun.
It's concluded he's an action hero.
No, yeah, action heroes also die. You know, like, you know, it's not unusual for action heroes not to die. This is a shot. Oh, I can actually go in the water. Okay, so if I can go in the water, I think I can go somewhere else.
I don't put much stock into Resident Evil plot.
What is this? Aqua zombies? Aquaman, go! Aquaman, come get your... Aquaman, come get your extras. Okay. So we talked about Chris. Okay, now. Okay, now let's talk about Jill. Okay. With Jill... What was this?
That's how everyone's lives work. You retire or die.
Yeah, that's how. And they need to reflect that in Resident Evil as well, because I'm like, geez, they've been going on and on and on. Okay, but okay, now moving on to Jill Valentine. I'm in this movie. Shit, man. I'm in Spider-Man's ex-wife's room. Hold on, let me go. Oh no, wait. I can't carry anything. Okay, okay, let's put some stuff away. Okay, so that's for
Lol Aquaman. He changed his name to Seaman.
Nice. Okay, so like I said, Jill. Okay, now why Jill? Because Jill is the one who saw the destruction of Raccoon City even closer. Okay, Jill was there when that Orange Phantom missile hit Raccoon City. Jill was there during the Nemesis scare. Okay, so. And like, you know, dealing with, you know, the, you know, Carlos and, you know, the whole thing with the umbrella cleanup crew and whatnot. Okay, Jill was there through all of that. So, and Jill, you know, ended up being Wesker's like, you know, Wesker's puppet and doing all of Wesker's, evil bidding. So Jill has much more of a personal stake in this. So it would definitely make sense for Jill to be here. Okay, now talk about plot armor. Holy crap. Okay, now apparently they gave anti-aging serum, or like, you know, the virus that infected Jill also acts as an anti-aging serum. Okay, so that's why Jill doesn't get old and she'll be forever serviceable as eye candy. Okay. If you don't believe me, look up the Resident Evil lore. That's essentially what it is. Like, you know, that's the official explanation of why Jill does not look old. Okay, in Resident Evil, what's that? Dumb Island. Yeah. They're still here?
Plot armor. She never died.
Die! Okay, and stay dead. Okay, so we talked about Jill. Okay, Barry's a bit too old for this right now. Okay. Okay, and besides, good lord.
That's a boring trope.
Like, good lord, please don't have Barry in it.
It's not interesting.
Okay, at this point, you can't put Resident Evil and interesting story in the same sentence. Because Capcom have shot themselves in the foot time and time again with the Resident Evil story. Okay? Perfect example is this game that should have been its own trilogy.
I'm just saying, it's an easy way to keep a character around and not be creative.
Yep. But, like, given what we know, like, you know, it's like, you know, we have to work with, you know, what we got.
LOL, the scene in our back.
Okay, now, we talked about Chris, talked about Jill. The person who should be in Resident Evil 9, the most of the legacy characters is, as I mentioned before, is Sherry. And I don't know why people
Barry should
don't...
most likely be taken care of by his daughter.
Who be taken care of by his daughter? Okay, there's the stairs up there for something. It's not just to get exercise. I can't see, everything is so... Okay, because like I mentioned, Sherry is the one who lost everything in an instance. Okay, so, and Sherry used to work for a government organization or something, or used to work for the government, but after Resident Evil 6, like, her whereabouts is unknown. So if they're going to conclude the story of Raccoon City, if they're gonna conclude the story of Raccoon City, you know, it would make no sense for Sherry not to be there. Because more than anyone, that is Sherry's home. That is Sherry's childhood home. something here that I'm not interacting with. It's because I can't see. Or are there two flights of stairs? No, there's a door over there. Okay. What? The switch is blah 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 blah. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. I think I know where I'm at. Open that door. Wait. I think I'm the wrong door. Yep, wrong door. Okay, so this is why, like, you know, like it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for Sherry not to be there in the concluding story of Resident Evil 9. Okay, there's a door on the left. Damn it. Why did I make that video aim to the left? Okay. But if you paid attention to the trailer, right?
Man, I love this channel.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, but if you paid attention to the trailer, right? Stop pissing me off, game design. Okay,
Yeah, her that tried to impregnate her.
Yeah. Damn, damn dog shit. You know, Sherry has been through some. Poor girl has been through some wild stuff, man. Please no zombies. Okay. Now, if you saw the trailer, okay, it's gonna be what do you call it? It's gonna be a
You're
male.
making some deep points.
Yeah. Wow, man. People, tell me this does not remind you of a scene of Metal Gear Solid 1. Okay, who played Metal Gear Solid 1, that, you know, the gas chamber scene? This camera angle, man.
Yeah, I think Cherry should take over. Let Claire or Leon be a mentor.
Okay, Claire being a mentor or Leon being a mentor. Post-retirement, I can see that happening, but like I said, okay, now I have to figure out where I'm at. Wait, there's something there. Okay. Now, like I said, if you saw the trailer, it was a man, okay, who's, what is this? Yeah, whatever, yeah, use it down, whatever.
No gameplay is not good.
Wait, what am I doing here? Get me out of here.
We're mostly cutscenes.
Yeah, we'll take care of this later. Okay, wait. Did I get... Yes, I got rid of that stupid key. Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. I mean, I didn't play... Listen. I did not watch the gameplay because I am waiting for one piece of information. Will the game be accessible? If the game is not accessible, I am not interested in like, you know, playing the game. Because why will I? Because these game prices are getting like ridiculous, right? I'm like $80. Why will I drop $80 for a game and $500 for a brand new console to play the game for a game I can't play? Okay, so but in the trailer we saw that it's a male character who's basically you know basically gonna be there. So we are, you know, we could boil it down to either Leon or Chris from the... Was that shotgun shells? Okay, Leon or Chris. Now, if it's gonna be one of the Outbreak characters, I'm like I said, at this point, like, the problem is I don't trust Capcom. I don't trust Capcom to tell a good story. It's because with Resident Evil, Capcom has basically like gone the route of a B-movie horror story like over and over again. Okay. Now, the
Why do you think they picked an Outbreak character?
I can almost imagine like there's going to be a codec call. Snake, put the gas mask on! Okay, hold on. Let me read that last. Okay. Why do you think picked Outbreak? Oh. Okay, listen. The simple answer is, okay, Resident Evil has run out of ideas. Okay. Most ambitious project, and this is what you deliver, because we're touted as the most ambitious project. Okay, this is what you deliver. The daughter of an Outbreak character. Okay, don't you think the daughter of an actual character from the game would have made a lot more sense? Okay, but like I said, you know, Capcom issues. Okay.
Agreed.
And as Urza Titania once has mentioned, the problem going... Am I supposed to do something here? Shame on you, Chris Redfield.
You're breaking up a little.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, sorry. Wait. Well, it's the PS4, I mean, Not sure what I can do. Shame on you, Chris. Okay. I guess I know I have to come back to you. Okay. Now I have to go down. Titanium Wings was right. The person who's actually going to suffer the most is Grace. She just got introduced into a game and in an impossible situation. Okay, that I'm like, how? Even if she like, you know, does the most amazing like, you know, piece of storytelling, or the focus of the Resident Evil fans is always going to be about, oh crap, what does this mean for Chris? What does, like psychologically, the people will always be wanting to get to the part about the other character, and especially if it's touted as, you know, the culminating event of Resident Evil, of the Raccoon City story. But yeah, there's more information about to come out in August, so...
I guess I don't see it that way. I treat them as mostly standalone.
No, they can't. Here's the problem with that. They can't be standalone because each subsequent event, right, references something else. So if they are standalone, then, like, you have, using that logic, right, it makes it as if they're referencing something that did not happen, like, you know, something we don't know anything about. So like, even like Resident Evil 2 reference Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 3 reference, you know, Resident Evil 1. Okay, and like, you know, like you've seen how many times it got mentioned, it got referenced. So this is why it's all part of a connected story, and the only saving grace right now is
they can
that
give context, but it's not the same as the content.
No, it's not, because the content is too busy telling the current story, not telling the flashback story, not telling what it's connected to.
That's
It will
the point
tell
of
you.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Okay, the Metal Gear Solid 2 incident is an anomaly, I will have to say, but still what happens to Jack, it is as a it's a consequence of Metal Gear Solid 2. Okay, one of the parts that, wait, what is this? Red Earth. Okay, wait. Hold on. Man, Chris, you came to a biohazard to save your sister. Couldn't you don't like wearing shirts that have pockets? Wait. Okay, but like I said, wrong time to introduce Grace Ashcroft, if you ask me. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. I can make the.
Be right back. I have groceries to unload.
That's
Skipping
right.
some comments. I agree. You're breaking up a little. I guess I don't see it that way. I treat them as mostly standalone. They can give context, but it's not the same as the content. That's the point of Metal Gear Solid 2. Actually, I think I just don't care about game stories most of the time. Silent Hill 2 is the exception.
Okay, yeah, that's your, that's your prerogative. You're like, you can see it that way. It's completely fine. Rob, Rob, if you're still here, am I breaking up? Hold on. I have another way to check it. Hold on.
Yeah, it says disconnected.
All right, people. I think that is it for this stream. Wait. Is he holding his arm? No. Okay, so he's still fine. Okay. Health-wise. Wait. What was I supposed to? Oh yeah. Wait. No, wait. Yeah, we can play a bit more. Okay. So, but basically, that's what I had to say about the Resident Evil 9 potential story. Resident Evil 9 potential story. Okay. Now, there is no, I will not take it. Not now. Okay, so it's still like, will be very interesting to see what happens.
Hey, brother.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Is that Manson?
We can't see anything on screen.
What you talking about?
It is I, Manson.
Hold on. What the hell?
I see an exclamation point and a globe icon.
Yeah, I see that too.
That's all. It is just black.
Okay, you know what? I think that's a good sign. I think I have to call it quits here because I'm streaming on my PS4, so like I don't know how to troubleshoot this. If this is on my if this is on my PC, I would have known how to troubleshoot this, but PS4
like, but I'll be lurking around.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm sorry if it went, completely black, but, do hit that like button and all that. All right, guys, you know what? Wait, let me just find a way to open that door real quick. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna like end the stream here because the transmission, wait, let me check if the transmission is back here. Huh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut it here because the transmission, there's something wrong with it. Okay, and as always, guys, let me know what you thought, and give me your thoughts in the comment section as well. As always, hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. This is the Bengal Dragon signing out for now. I might actually just jump back really quick.